Hey, what's up everybody? Doing a review on Call of Duty Black Ops today. Now there's a lot to this game. There are pretty much three basic things you can do. First, obviously campaign. Secondary, obviously multiplayer. But multiplayer kind of has another thing that is going for it. It's called combat training. What is that, you might ask me? Well, pretty much it's you and whoever your friends I guess you can invite. They're all go into one match, and you get to fight pretty much AI controlled characters. I mean, it's pretty fun. I mean, you go through, and it's pretty much like multiplayer. You get new guns, stuff you can unlock, better weapons. You can get attachments, perks, everything. The whole 9 yards, pretty much same thing. Kill streaks, everything. You can go put them all whatever you want. It's actually scored differently. So your multiplayer ranking and your combat training is different. I have to admit, it's pretty fair. That otherwise people would just do combat training until they get every weapon in the game, and then just start mowing down people. Oh well. Anyway, that's pretty much a rundown of that part. Anyway, let's start with the game. First off, I'm just gonna start with the thing. I really like it. I have to admit, they did really good on the cover and case again, as always. But, anyway, rundown. The campaign. You're pretty much it's kind of confusing. You're a CIA informant, or officer, or whatever you want to call them, and, you go around. You're actually in, like, Vietnam, post-Vietnam, Cold War era, intelligence, part of the Black Ops group. Pretty much the best of the best, the elite, you know. Hence Black Ops. Anyway, that's pretty much down. You actually see some familiar faces. Rajnov, I believe is how you pronounce it, from Call of Duty World at War. He's back. He's alive. Holy crap. And you actually see him throughout the game for a period of time. What's his name? You play as him in World at War. It is the Russian you play as. You know, he's with Rajnov most of the time. Begins with a D, whoever. Sorry. I don't know. He's in the game too. I mean, you're seeing a lot of familiar faces here. And you actually go back in time to play as Rajnov later on in the game. Oh, by the way, if you haven't bought the game, haven't played the campaign, haven't beat the campaign, might as well just turn off your thing now, because I might give away some spoilers. Just warning you now. I'll try not to. So you'll see them. Multiplayer is pretty much the same thing, concept. You know, there's core, hard. It's not called core and hardcore, but you know, pretty much the same concept. You know, capture flag, demolition, sabotage, domination, ground war, team deathmatch, mercenaries. Everything's back pretty much, which I like. I like how they added a lot more guns now. They've had the Commando, which pretty much seems like a ACR, or whatever it's called, from Modern Warfare 2. It's very similar, it seems. They added flamethrowers as an attachment for some guns, which is really cool. I mean, it's not really that effective, if you want my opinion, because, you know, if I could hold up a gun, I could just shoot, instead of just having a flamethrower and go, I mean, I'd rather have a machine gun, sorry, but it's true. There's a crossbow with explosive bolts in it. That is fun as all could be. I mean, when you have a guy, you have him in your cross, like, bing, it hits him right in the back, he starts running away. He runs into like a group of guys, boom, you get all of them. It's fun. Anyway, they have launchers back, which is pretty fun. Some are lock-on, some are not. There's RPGs, laws, something that resembles the Thumper, which is, I believe, the China Lake or something. Chini Lake. I don't know the precise names. I apologize for that. So that's pretty good. You know, let's see. What did I like about the game? What was it called? I like how they added this. Sorry. Thirsty. I like how they added combat training. It's really fun. You can go against your go against your friends and have maybe one of your friends and 9 guys versus you. There's different difficulties. There's recruit, regular, and veteran. Veteran, I believe it's veteran, or hardened, is one of the two, is hard as hell. Me, my uncle, and one of his friends, we tried it. You get your asses whooped. I'm just saying. Regular, it's kind of like playing against, average people on Xbox. Average good. They're okay. They're not amazing. And recruit is pretty much like zombies. They're pretty much like zombies, just because when they have you in your crosshairs, and you turn around and they look at them, it's gonna wait like 2 seconds and then say, oh, okay, there's a guy there. Now I'm gonna take my gun up, and you pretty much just shoot him up. I remember I did recruit, and I made it so you could get 300 kills before the game end, and my score was 256 kills to 8 deaths. So that's pretty amazing. And I had 2 other guys on my team. They were AI controlled. They barely got any kills, obviously. Kill streaks you can use in there, which are really fun. I personally am a big fan. I'm usually doing Rolling Thunder, Chopper Gunner, and Dogs for that. The only reason for that is because, one, the B-52 Strato Fortress, or B-2 Strato Fortress, I guess, pretty much just annihilates everything that hits. Attack helicopter, pretty obvious, just kicks ass. And Dogs, pretty much just because whatever they touch, it's not like a 2-bite kill. Like in World of War now, you get hit once, you're dead. I like that, kind of. That's fun. Fun as all can be. Okay, so that, weapons. I just want to say one more thing about weapons. Shotguns are fun, but some are cheap. The Olympian, it's pretty much a shotgun that you could buy at any gun store, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, pretty much anywhere. I mean, it's just an over-under, probably a 12 or 20 gauge, with slug, it looks like. If it's not slug, it's most likely buckshot. The only thing that'll do that much damage. But I think it's buckshot from spray, because it has a spray pattern, with probably an improved or modified choke. Okay, what did I also like? What I liked, the campaign, that was good. It was fun. It always kept you on the edge of your seat. You just want to keep playing and playing until you finally finish it. I have to admit, the campaign is worth the money. That was nice. Multiplayer, I like they added new maps. Some of them are a little small. It's okay. New weapons, I really enjoy. The attachments, I really enjoy. You can get 2 attachment with your gun if you have Warlord on, which is pretty fun. Okay, that's pretty much a rundown of everything I loved. Zombies, they have them back. I love the zombies. I mean, they do have this new one. Oh, spoiler alert. You might want to cover your ears. There's one that is actually JF in the Pentagon. There's JFK, one of his advisors or something. I think his secretary of the military or something. I don't know. There's the guy there's a Russian. I don't want to say president. It was a Russian. I guess an ambassador of Russia. And there's the guy from Cuba. I forget. He was with the Cuban Missile Crisis. I just remember that. He's in there too, so it's those 4 guys versus a bunch of Nazi zombies. And it's actually pretty funny, because you unlock that one when you beat the game. And there's a cutscene, and he's like, and JFK, he's like, what is that? The place has been breached. There's zombies. We have to defend our rights. He just hits a button, the entire wall turns around with machine guns, shotguns, everything, the whole 9 yards. And he's out, and then the Russian guy asked him, do you have one more thing to say? And he said, I forget what the correct words were, but it was so funny, I have to admit. Another one they added was this like arcadic game, which I have to admit is not that bad. It is pretty fun. Me and my friend did that. We got quite a ways, I have to admit. It's pretty fun. It's enjoyable. You have to beat the game for that again, the campaign. And the last one, which comes at the very beginning, you can play as soon as you buy the game. You have the same characters from World at War. You have the tank, the American. You have Nikolai, who is the Russian. I don't know who the Jap is, honestly, because I never paid that much attention to him. And you got Richtolfgen, the German, which is really fun. It's in a German theater. It is very, very enjoyable. Might I like to add, they did spot on with the Nazi zombies. Except I found a teddy bear and it tried to kill me. That's a story for a different time. Sorry, police scanner. Or fire scanner, whatever. What did I not like about the game? The plot for the campaign, it's a little confusing. Not the plot, I mean, like, the very end when they explain what happens, like why you're being interrogated, it's very confusing. I honestly have to say it is very, very confusing. I mean, apparently the Russians programmed him so that he could tell what the numbers were, even though it's their ship that it's broadcasting from. Oh, by the way, that was a spoiler, sorry. But it's very confusing, and then Richtolfgen sabotages you so that you can't, or I have no clue. It's confusing, that's all it could frickin' be. That Richtolfgen is in the game, but he's not really there. Like, in the first mission you see him, he's there, but then he's not after that. I don't know. It's very, very complex and confusing. I mean, it turns out to be a good plot and campaign, but I guess on paper it sounded like a good idea, but when they put it in the game, it was okay. The game, it's too confusing to sum up. I mean, I have problems believing it. What's that thing behind me? Oh, New York Yankees poster. Sorry. The thing right there. It's New York Yankees. Oh, well, that. Noob tubing. There's too much of that I've seen. People, once again, have scavenger on, running around, grenade launchers ablazing, not doing anything but grenading people. It is a bitch, as always. That sucks. There's that. Pretty much that's it. Can't really complain about much more. Maybe that in kill streaks, that the chopper gunner, they can sometimes shoot themselves, which is kind of a pain in the ass, because I hate shooting myself. What I like, the cars, they can be annoying at times. If you get, like, everyone on a team, they all huddle in a corner or something, they drive all their cars out, it's like a freaking suicide. It's like a Japanese bonsai. Ugh. Believe me, when you get that happening, we've done that, and we've had it done to me. I've done that to people, and they've done it to me. It is annoying as all can be, but it's funny. I mean, it's pretty enjoyable. You know, the cars are fun. Kill streaks are pretty well evened out. You know, I enjoy it. I have to give them kudos. They did a good job with the game. Okay, I know that IGN gave this game, I believe it was like a 7 or 6 point something rating, which I find to be I have to agree with. There was too much action going on every second you played. There's more action, more action, more action. There's never a break, pretty much. But anyway, in my opinion, Call of Duty Black Ops, you should buy it. Out of a 10, I have to give this game at least an 8.6 rating. It deserves its place up there with Call of Duty games of the past. It beat Modern Warfare 2 easily. World at War, I see it as maybe, I see it pretty even out with World at War. I enjoyed it just as much. First Modern Warfare, First Modern Warfare is actually a little below this, probably like a 8.3. Call of Duty 2, it easily beat that just because of the graphics. It's older. I can't say anything else. Call of Duty, the big red one, I played that once. It was okay. I mean, this is better. This, personally, in my opinion, is the second best Call of Duty game ever made. Anyway, thank you for watching my review of this game. This is me, and I'm signing off. Where'd my disc go? Well, anyway, also you get a 2-day gold membership pass when you buy the game, so you might want that as well. That's always a good thing. Anyway, this is me. Thank you for watching. Signing off.